Hi, I'm Ninian, first year psychologist, and I'm running for SJCR Vice Chair August. But anyway, run Vice Chair is what I want to fulfill because I'm passionate about Johns and also democracy within the SJCR. I believe it is vital to encourage more people to attend meetings and become aware about meeting rooms. I'm suited for this role because I am organised, empathic, and easy to work with, skills I've demonstrated in other roles within college. These skills will enable me to use high-quality presentations, assist in running SJCR meetings and elections, as well as working with the Chair's Com and the exec. As outlined in my manifesto, I aim to achieve many things if elected. Firstly, I would work with the Chair to ensure the meetings are short but interesting and informative. I believe this is vital in encouraging more SJCR members to attend meetings and take active roles in the common room. In relation to this, if elected, I would work tirelessly to ensure presentations are detailed and accurate. As Vice Chair, I would aim to ensure everyone attending meetings understands the topic of debate and be able to clarify the Constitution where it is needed, meaning everyone is fully informed. If elected, I would ensure SJCR meetings are well publicised and people have plenty of time to become acquainted with the agenda. In regards to this, I would work to grow on what the current Chair and Vice Chair have established by utilising Facebook, email reminders and posters, ensuring people are aware of SJCR meetings well in advance, encouraging high attendance. As a result of my hopefully apparent dedication to the democratic values of the SJCR, I would ensure elections will run without bias and in conjunction with the Constitution. Following on from this, when elections for the new exec come around, I would act as a port of call for candidates considering running for these positions. I would aim to organise meetings to discuss queries regarding manifestos, hust or anything else. I think this would encourage more people to run for exec positions if they knew there was a strong support system behind them. So overall, I would love to have your vote for Vice Chair, as it would allow me to showcase my passion for Johns and the SJCR. I believe I am competent for this role, and now I would put utmost effort into guaranteeing meetings and elections are well advertised, well understood and well attended, ensuring the SJCR is as democratic as possible. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Matthew, I'm a first year maths student and I'd love to be your next SJCR Vice Chair. So one of the things that I noticed when I first came to Johns was that how important actually democracy is. Like the SJCR is such a big feature of the life at Johns and your voice is actually really important tonight. What I want to do is help you to make sure that your voices are heard. So what does the Vice Chair do? Well, firstly they have to act as the senior returning officer. And this means they need to make sure that elections are fair, honest and respectful. And this I will aim to do in as many ways as possible. This will come through organising and managing elections, from looking to the manifestos, from managing publicity, and also keeping track of the ballots and the electronic vote system. And I think with my master's degree, I'm hopefully qualified enough to count ballots. But seriously, though, any electoral decisions I make, I've always used the constitutional documents as my first port of call. So I'm not afraid to gather all the information I need in order to make an impartial decision so that every candidate has a fair and equal chance of running in an election. Also, the Vice Chair has to help us as the Chair. And I'm very glad to see Richard's election. He, I'm sure, will be a very good Chair, and I think I can form good relationships. I'll be able to work closely with him and keep in constant communication to make sure that we make meetings run as smoothly as possible. The Vice Chair also has to do various things on committees, and I've been on many committees. I've taken positions where I've been taking minutes, I've been a voting member. This year I was on the Colours Committee, so I've had lots of experience in committees. So what would I actually aim to do? I think the current system is working really well. I think we need to keep the things that are working well, but there are some things we could improve, and one of these is communication. So when I was writing my manifesto, I thought, oh, we'll write some handbooks to help people understand what elections actually involve. But then I went on the SJCR website and I found they've already happened, but I had no idea these existed, and they definitely could be better publicised. Also, all the dates of the elections are also publicised in the Constitution, but again, I had no idea until I started reading the Constitution about a couple of weeks ago, until it was actually set out when all the elections were taking place. So, I would be looking to make a strategy with the Comms Officer to try and make sure that you know exactly what is happening in regards to elections. Of course, it's your SJCR, so I'm open to your ideas, and I'd be looking to take some surveys to see what you think about what works about the SJCR and what you think doesn't, and then hopefully try and use your act on that to help make sure the democratic process works as smoothly as possible. So, vote for me because I will commit to you the responsibility to make sure the SJCR represents you the best as possible. Thank you very much. very much.
So I'm here husting on behalf of Andrew Dean. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Andrew, and I'm currently on my European tour in Spain. This shouldn't be a problem for the role because I'll only miss the Easter 1 meeting, which doesn't have any major elections in it. I was the JCR Vice Chair last year. It was JCR back then, and so already know the role well. I also have a good knowledge of the constitutional documents because I sat on the committee that rewrote them. I feel it's very important for the Vice Chair to know all parts of these documents, not just the election regulations, and I would be able to be a point of reference for anyone with any doubts or problems regarding common room procedure. If re-elected, there are several things I would do differently. The first is to assert the Vice Chair's position as the senior returning officer and make sure there is better communication between all the returning officers. This would ensure that all potential candidates are treated fairly and correctly. The second is to work with ChairsCom to create a termly timetable of all common room meetings so that members can see clearly when meetings are to be held and what positions are going to be elected. Thirdly, I would suggest the creation of a short-term and long-term strategy for ChairsCom to improve the procedure in meetings, especially allowing time for explanations before complicated debates or important elections. All of these would help improve the democratic process of the common room and make it easier for members to voice their opinions and stand for election. And now, on a personal note, I was chair last year, Andrew was my vice chair. I know that he will serve you to the utmost of his fantastic ability. He's incredibly knowledgeable, experienced, and just an all-round great guy. I'd encourage you to vote for him.
Fantastic. So now we're going to do questions. Just a reminder that questions have to apply to all candidates as well as Ron. So try and adjust your questions appropriately. Any questions for anyone? Sodge.
I have here a list of 4 potential procedural motions. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. What I would like you to do is identify which ones you believe to be procedural motions and which ones you think I just made up earlier today. So, there is a motion to split the House, which removes people's ability to abstain, a motion to accept decisions on a general huzzah or other exclamation, a motion to be voted upon by electronic votes, so online, and a motion that additional snacks be purchased immediately.
Matt.
So I know for certain that the second and the third ones were in the Constitution. I don't believe I remember the first and fourth one being there, so I'd say only 2 and 3 are the real ones.
I mean, I don't want to copy, but yeah, again, 2 and 3 I know to be true. The fourth one I think should be, but it isn't, unfortunately. And the first one, actually, I can't quite remember because I don't have it
Such a reminder of the first.
represented.
Motion to split the House, so it would stop people being able to abstain. So they could only vote yes or no.
It's a tricky one, it's got big words in it. I'm going to have to go with no on that one, although it seems like an okay idea.
I know, and I know that Andrew knows, that 2 and 3 are in the Constitution and 1 and 4 are not.
Fantastic. Any other questions for the candidates?
2 and 3 are the ones in the Constitution. 1 was proposed once in a meeting, but was actually complete falsehood and about anyway. A bit of a disaster for sharing. 4 is obviously complete nonsense.
Questions for Ron.
So, this is probably on a more practical note, so most people here won't really care that much. So, obviously, as part of the Vice Chair, you do a lot of your job is running elections. The biggest and most time-consuming elections are obviously the presidential election and the executive committee elections. These also happen during a fifth term, and also as part of normally the busiest and largest parts of your work are also being done. And so your afternoon of, oh, I just need to type up this thing, get this piece of work done, suddenly turns into there's been some crisis and you spend your afternoon investigating some potential electoral malpractice or something. So I guess, are you aware of this, and are you willing to, I guess, be flexible with your time in terms of your degree to react to things that happen during elections, because you end up answering lots of emails and running around a lot during that period of time?
Okay, so yeah, I have answered that. I think that I'm a really organised person. been able to split my time through many roles in college already with open day reps, with being a college duckling and now being on fashion shows. So I feel like I've already demonstrated my ability to split my time, something I'd be able to do. And also like I think that it's about prioritising, and that at the end of the day, those kinds of things like elections are on a very tight schedule. So you need to be kind of on the ball with those and just prioritise them for a few days while your list, which I think I would do.
Actually, I've been through this with Andrew when we ran the exec elections, and I know that he's very flexible. Things are little niggles here and there, and he was always, around to lend a hand. In terms of actually, good stories. Obviously, we'd set the dates for the exec elections way at the beginning of term, in fact, the previous term, and then I got an interview on the day when the exec elections were. So rather than just chairing, the exec elections themselves, he had to chair the entire meeting. He stepped fully into a breach at the moment's notice, and really was an excellent person for a chair to rely upon in that situation.
So yeah, I think I would be able to take all those bits and pieces and sort of prioritise really. If that means sort of having to extend the sort of time I have to spend on working on things, that is something I'm definitely willing to do. Because I know that elections are very much sort of, they happen in one go and not they don't. So there isn't so much of a constant thing. So I definitely will be able to rearrange my priorities and make sure that anything that happens with regards to this role is definitely going to have priority.
Can I add? Is that allowed?
No, sorry. We have time for just one more question from Rob.
I want to have two.
Okay, fine. Have two more questions.
Sorry, just speak normally. So obviously, again, running elections, practical aspects. Obviously, John's or the SJCR as a common room is quite small, so you get to know a lot of people. So in the elections, you'll have your friends running. You'll have people who are definitely not your friends running, and people you're completely indifferent to running. And obviously your job is to carry out things completely impartially, so it can be your decision as to whether you're going to completely reject a candidate and just call a halt to their entire campaign. So I guess the question would be, would you, without wanting to be too blunt, are you impartial? I was like, are you prepared to be impartial, and are you prepared to make a decision which may affect someone who you're good friends with?
So this is where actually I think that Andrew being on Year Abroad is quite helpful, because there's a lot of people who will be active in the common room who he just has never met before, and it's very easy to be impartial about a person if you have no idea who they are. On a secondary basis, yeah, of course he's done this before, and he was nothing apart from impartial, so he's definitely capable of that.
As I mentioned in my speech, definitely anything that happens with regards to elections, I will always make sure it goes by the constitutional documents first. If it's allowed by the constitutional documents, I will allow it. If it isn't allowed, I won't allow it. And that will be the only thing that I will ever use to make sort of decisions. I will make sure if it's allowed, even if it's someone I have certain feelings for, that's not going to matter. It's going to be based on whether it's legal or not.
Okay, so for me, I guess I'm really passionate about the democracy with the SJCR. So I think that if I were a chair, I would be able to be impartial, because I'm just so passionate about the fact that it is a fair system, it runs by the Constitution, and everybody has an equal opportunity within it. So I think it would be easy for me to act impartially, as I'm so passionate that it remains democratic.
Fantastic. Time for one more question.
This is not a question, I apologise. So based on the report I gave earlier about Roderick Spode being elected to a fictitious position, what do you think this means for democracy in the SJCR? And I admit this is a bit of an massive question, but I thought it was worth asking.
Matthew.
So, I mean, that's a good question, and it definitely makes you think that some people are not necessarily voting because they voted to say, I can't really frame it, so it does make you think that some people might not be taken seriously, but I don't think that is going to be, I don't think that's a problem, because when it is real candidates, people are generally going to be more invested in it, and I think we should be encouraging people to vote anyway. I mean, 25% turnout, I think it was, the executive elections, that is actually still quite low, I think, but if people get voting, that is the key thing, and I think that is definitely the most important thing.
So for me, I think
Yeah, so, where's he? Oh, he's over there.
So yes,
Yeah, again, I'm echoing the points. I don't think it's that people, are not in. I think it's that they're not informed rather than that they are deliberately, acting against, choosing not to vote or something. They just don't see its relevance. And actually, I think this is where Andrew's idea to have a longer-term plan for ChairsCom is a really good idea. There are a few things that we changed about meetings to try and make them more inclusive, to try and get more people to come along. And I think that Andrew recognises the critical importance of that by getting people come along to meetings, by hearing about these issues, you're naturally going to involve people more in the life of the SJCR. You're going to get more people realising that Roderick's bones is from Jeeves and Worcester and not beyond.
Fantastic. Well done to all candidates.